Welcome to Aur Batao. This is Kritarth.
This is Ravi.
This is Ayush.
This is Aranan.
This is Saket. Let's get it started.
Welcome to the latest episode of Aur Batao. In this episode, we discuss if being physically attractive is one of the biggest advantages one could have in their life. How much impact does it have on one's personal and professional journey? To make the conversation well-rounded, we also contrast it against other qualities such as social and general intelligence. So without further ado, let's figure out if hot people have it easy in life or not.
Personal experience, I have noticed that people like higher up CEO position are more than likely to kind of also be just physically above average in some sense, like either tall, slim, any kind of attribute that you assign to like physical attractiveness. So it was curious for me to think ki kya is it correlated in some sense or even causal, like they get more opportunities, people trust them a little more, yeah, they get some validation because of their physical experience which helps them to take more risks. So like it's sort of not direct but indirect.
At least people who run for political office in America, they have been taller than the average population. And there is also a talk about a very famous presidential election. The first time it was televised, उसमें ये दिक्कत थी कि the other guy, John F. Kennedy, was very good looking. So people knew कि जैसे उसको लोग देखेंगे, they will get more attracted to, more charmed by this. Because that is a popularity contest. Within a popularity contest, better looking people or like appearance is definitely more important.
It's very different for males and females, actually, and it can metaphorize in different professions, really. I mean, you can have some non-decent looking male actors, but very little possibility of a female actor getting into that profession. And like that is like, acting, you'd say, is like the most probabilistic place where physical appearance absolutely matters. We can't say, we can deny.
There's a very famous actress called Zohra Sahgal. She's a, if you've seen that movie Chini Kam, have you guys seen that movie? उसमें जो अमिताभ की माँ होती है, like she's a very old actress. She used to talk about that people only look at me now when I'm old and ugly. Nobody saw me when I was young and ugly. So she was not conventionally very good looking, but she wanted to get into theatre. And Raj Kapoor told her कि इस line में, movie line में, if you're not good looking, तुम stage पे जाते हो and the audience is against you. So you have to be very good. You have to fight that. And if you're good looking, people will automatically kind of like you. They'll give you more slack. Look at career of Aishwarya Rai. She came into movies and everybody wanted to work with her. She got like all the big directors जिनकी लाइफ का सपना था ऐसी किसी एक्ट्रेस को पोर्ट्रे करना स्क्रीन पे, like the Bansalis of the world and all this, कि she looks like that and audience also wants to see her because she looks like that. तो लोगों को looks का advantage होता है world में, like उसका तो कोई denying, मतलब deniability नहीं है. I want to throw in one more point other than like what you, which is probably controversial, कि does good looks mean good genes?
तो उसमें गुड जीन्स का क्या डेफिनेशन होगी? तो एक बेसिक डेफिनेशन अगर निकाल लें कि यू लिव लॉन्गर, तुमको डिजीज कम होते हैं, तो इस पे लोगों ने भी इस कर रखा है कि हाँ एक्चुअली दैट्स ट्रू, गुड लुकिंग पीपल आर एक्चुअली लिव लॉन्गर, दे आर हैप्पियर, उनके एंडोर्फिन ज्यादा रिलीज होते हैं. मतलब इट्स एक्चुअली बेटर गुड जीन्स तो बोल भी सकता है बहुत हद तक.
That would make me ask then why is there randomness? Like अगर ये better ही है तो फिर why? Like, is it true that people are getting more and more good looking?
I mean, it depends like how many free choice you have actually to choose your partner though, right? In most cultural, even if you're most attracted to somebody, it doesn't mean that you will be married to that person, right? Cultural चीजें आ जाएंगी बीच में, तेरी शादी जहाँ करवाने वाले होंगे वहाँ करवाएंगे. You will see other matches and stuff because monogamy है society में, तो you will choose a partner based on other thing as well, just not for having babies, right? बट आई थिंक अगर तू इनफ डेटा पास से करेगा तो आई थिंक ऐसा हो सकता है कि गुड लुकिंग लोगों के सर्वाइव करने के चांसेस ज्यादा होंगे. तो देख ना, मोस्ट लाइक तू गुड लुकिंग लोगों को सड़क पे नहीं देखता है. मतलब तू वेट्रेसेस जो होते हैं या फिर लोअर काम जो कर रहे होते हैं, नौकर चाकर वगैरह, ये सब इन जनरल हो जाता है कि उसमें अच्छा कोई गुड लुकिंग होता है, समबडी विल कम एंड मैरी दैट ऑफ. ऐसा तो बोलते ही इंडिया में कि अच्छी लड़की पैदा हो गई तो अमीर आके शादी करके ले जाएगा एंड सडनली इट विल बी सोशल मोबिलिटी अपवर्ड हो ही जाएगी. You will hardly see very good looking people in a very bad situation in society. अगर रिकाउंट करेगा तो कुछ ना कुछ decent हो ही जाता है उसके साथ लाइफ में.
So there's this chai wala in Pakistan who became a meme few years back, right? He's a regular chai wala and he's so good looking that people made him a model. And I saw similar, like completely analogous story of, actually two analogous story. One is like a guy who's out of a prison in America and it's his mugshot that became very famous. He became a model. And there's a Brazilian guy, like a police guy on railway station, वो किसी की मदद कर रहा है, वो भी famous हो गया because people just think he is very good looking. So
The
in
American convict is now actually married to a daughter of multimillionaire, and he is living a great life.
see, but I've also heard the reverse. If somebody is exceptional at कंचे खेलना, he will do well in life because being exceptional at one thing that society kind of values really puts you up in a completely different thing. You rise up the hierarchy. So इतनी बढ़िया and good looking होना तो is like such an easy thing because in order to judge कि कोई बंदा good looking है कि नहीं बहुत मुश्किल नहीं है. In order to judge कि कोई बंदा कितना अच्छा चेस प्लेयर है वो काफी मुश्किल है. In order to judge कोई बंदा कितना अच्छा कोडर है वो भी काफी मुश्किल है. But in order to judge कि कोई बंदा कितना good looking है, it's pretty easy. So if somebody is exceptionally good looking, everybody knows. And they rise up, it's like pretty obvious. पर हम अगर डेल्टा की बात करें, बहुत ज्यादा की बात नहीं करें कि अगर कोई बंदा थोड़ा सा ज्यादा गुड लुकिंग है किसी से, उन केसेस में ये चीज कितनी इंपॉर्टेंट है, आई थिंक दैट विल बी अ बिट मोर इंटरेस्टिंग क्वेश्चन. मैंने ऐसा कई बार सुना है कि जनता गुड लुकिंग लोगों को वैलिडेशन और मतलब सोसाइटी से एक तरीके का अप्रूवल मिल जाता है. पीपल टॉक अबाउट कि उनसे लोग अग्री करते हैं बिकॉज दे वांट टू हैंग आउट विद देम and they don't work on their personality, yeah, they become more fake, their friends are more fake.
So why तो I think you can always keep on going analyzing कि क्यों मैटर करता है और what degree of factor कितना मैटर करता है, वो तो हार्ड प्रॉब्लम है, बट मैटर करता है इसमें तो कोई डाउट नहीं है. तो इनिशियल क्वेश्चन जो है ना, इट मैटर्स और नॉट, इट मैटर्स इन प्रोफेशनल लाइफ, इट मैटर्स इन रोमांटिक लाइफ, इट मैटर्स इन योर लाइफ इन जनरल. The better looking you are, the chances of you surviving is much more.
This is a positive trait, we have no doubts about it, but the question was कि can this actually be a unfair advantage in some way?
But like being high IQ is also genetic advantage, being good looking is also genetic advantage, right? If it is unfair, both are unfair. If it is fair, both are fair.
Is physical attraction more important than say social intelligence, being able to form relations with people?
I would say that physical appearance might help you in that first meeting. You'll be more keen to have that talk with a more good looking person. But beyond that, social interaction and these skills will take over much more.
Yeah, just मैं अपना personal example दूंगा. In LA, I was trying really hard to make friends when I first moved to LA, right? I wanted to go to the internet circles of parties and stuff and figure out and whatnot, right? So usually I will have to like really try hard. I will have to approach people, talk to people, and blah blah blah. But I had a friend who was blonde, and she just need to show up. है ना, और suddenly people will start inviting to parties. अच्छा यहाँ आ जाओ. Sometimes her only plan would be on New Year's कि I will just go on Tinder. Somebody will invite me to a really nice house party.
Bro, but you're still in social settings now.
Is there any moment in life जहाँ social setting नहीं है?
Yes, bro. Like I totally agree in this setting, in like popularity setting and party setting. Basically, like
it is popularity in everywhere. It is popularity competition. Most of the world is like a club. वहाँ पे certain लोगों की entry ही है. There is a check and balances to make sure.
That is true. देख, लेकिन मैं डिफरेंस बताना चाहता हूँ. तुम दोनों एक क्लब में हो जिसका नाम गूगल है, एंड यहाँ पे मैं एक क्लब में जाता हूँ, टाओ, ये भी एक क्लब है. See, when I go to Tao, my thing is I only want to like hang out with good looking people. I don't care how good of a dancers they are. And I'm not just talking about girls. Even मुझको लगता है कि जो good looking लड़की हैं उनके साथ लड़कियां आएंगी. अगर मैं इनसे दोस्ती करूंगा तो मेरे लिए बेटर है. तो this is that environment जहाँ पे you don't really need to have any talent. The only talent is तुम कैसे दिख रहे हो. But Google में तो ऐसा नहीं है ना. मतलब फेसबुक में तो आई नो कि बहुत ही अजीब से लोग जो सोशली भी काफी ऑकवर्ड थे, पर बड़े स्टड कोडर थे और उनकी बड़ी रेपुटेशन थी, एंड पीपल आर ऑलवेज लाइक कि ये लोग ये हैं. तो उन एनवायरमेंट्स में द थिंग दैट इज वैल्यूड, द हायरार्की इज बिट डिफरेंट. ऑल ऑफ द प्लेसेस देयर इज लाइक अ नेचुरल हायरार्की जिसके अंदर से स्टेटस बनता है. इन अ क्लब द हाईएस्ट स्टेटस पर्सन इज द बेस्ट लुकिंग गर्ल एंड द बेस्ट लुकिंग गाय. इन अ प्रोफेशनल सेटिंग consider the talent in coding to be equal. And now let's compare social intelligence versus good looks.
I think अपने जॉब में खाली सिर्फ टेक जॉब सोच रहे हैं. नॉन टेक जॉब्स में तो इतना ज्यादा मैटर करता है. लुक सेल्स पर्सन में एनी डे लुक्स विल मैटर मोर. कम्युनिकेशन स्किल्स वाली कम्युनिकेशन की जॉब जो होती है. टेक जॉब इज पर्टिकुलरली एक जॉब है इसमें सो हाईली टेक्निकल जॉब. ऑब्वियसली टेक्निकल थिंग मैटर, बट अदर जिसमें भी सेल्स करना, जिसमें भी फेस टाइम होता है, जिसमें लोगों को विन ओवर करना पड़ता है, जिसमें लोगों को लीड करना होता है, जिसमें लोगों से नेगोशिएट करना होता है, any day looks will beat you hands down. Nobody is saying good looking is the only thing that matters. With everything else being constant, it's never gonna hurt you to have better looks.
Gandhi ji was like India's leader, yeah. He looked like a fakir.
You are taking exception. इसमें research हो चुकी है, इसमें लोगों ने control sample नहीं है. Napoleon was a short guy. That's why इसको बोलते हैं short Napoleon complex. There's a term called Napoleon complex, जिसमें short people likely outperform other people to compensate for the fact कि वो जो lag कर रहे हैं वो extra fight मारते हैं. That's why they end up doing well in life. But in general, you don't want to be short. हिटलर भी बहुत शॉर्ट था.
I totally agree कि being better looking is an advantage in life. तो chimps वगैरह में जो सबसे बड़ा chimp होता है जो किसी को भी पीट सकता है, they are never the leaders. Generally, if a guy is like that and he's tyrannical, then like two chimps that are kind of shorter, like 75% his height and all, they can come together and they can take him down. So generally, the people who become leaders are people who are very good at getting everybody along. हमारे ट्रायल्स में जनरली उस टाइप के लोग ऊपर जाते हैं. It's more about if you can figure out what people are thinking and tell them what they want to hear so that they can work for you.
नहीं, I agree. I think we both agree. I think problem ये है कि details में how do you quantify a unit of social skills versus a unit of good looking में कौन सी ज़्यादा desirable है? I think that will depend on the job, profession. तो already कितना good looking है उस पर depend करता है. Maybe तू already अगर 99.99 में तो maybe you want a unit of social skills.